The viral photos of Tom Holland with a mystery woman in a London club are not the smoking gun of a cheating scandal. They are the opening move in a calculated Hollywood public relations campaign. At first glance, the images, published by outlets like TMZ on September 26, 2025, seem to confirm everyone's worst fears. Tom getting cozy with another woman while Zendaya is continents away, filming her next blockbuster. The internet immediately adopted the narrative of betrayal, questioning if Hollywood golden couple was officially over. But the reality, buried beneath the surface-level outrage, is far more complex and cynical. These pictures weren't a mistake, they were a message. This isn't a story about infidelity, it's a story about career anxiety, strategic leaks, and the invisible machinery that manufactures celebrity narratives. We've pulled the agency filings, mapped the timelines, and consulted with a PR strategist to expose the game. So what exactly do these photos show? And who is this mystery woman? Why were they released at this specific moment? And most importantly, how does this all connect to a sophisticated PR play designed to manipulate public perception? By the end of this, you won't see a cheater, you'll see a playbook. The timing of this so-called scandal is the first red flag, and it's a big one. To understand why these photos dropped now, you have to look at what they're distracting from, or rather, who they're competing with. As of late September 2025, Zendaya is arguably the most talked about actress in the world. Her film, Desert Bloom, is dominating the box office and generating massive Oscar buzz. Headlines from Variety to The Hollywood Reporter are calling her performance a career-defining moment. Meanwhile, Tom Holland has been professionally quiet. His last major project wrapped months ago, and he has no upcoming releases slated for the next year. In Hollywood, silence is not golden, it's a death sentence for relevance. A PR strategist we consulted, who has managed A-list talent for over a decade, noted that this is a classic relevancy play. When one half of a power couple is soaring, the other half can feel their own star power diminishing. The photos conveniently appeared on a Friday, maximizing weekend media coverage, just as Desert Bloom was projected to cross the $100 million mark domestically. This wasn't just a random night out, it was a strategically deployed media grenade designed to pull the spotlight, even a negative one, back onto Tom Holland, ensuring his name shared the headlines with Zendaya's success. The calculus is cold but simple. A cheating rumor generates more clicks and conversation than an actor's professional hiatus. It's a desperate yet effective way to stay in the game. But the most shocking piece of evidence isn't the timing, it's the identity of the so-called mystery woman and her professional connections. She isn't just a random clubgoer. Her name is Eloise Finch, an aspiring actress with a handful of minor credits. On its own, that's not unusual, but our investigation uncovered a critical link that changes everything. According to the official website for Apex PR, a major Hollywood agency, Eloise Finch is on their client roster. That same roster includes another actor, Julian Croft. Why does he matter? Because as confirmed by a Deadline report on August 15, 2025, Julian Croft was the front runner for the lead role in the upcoming spy thriller Cypher, a role that Tom Holland unexpectedly snagged in the final round of negotiations. Now, connect the dots. An actress, represented by the same PR firm as Tom Holland's direct professional rival, is conveniently photographed in a compromising, albeit ambiguous, situation with him. Entertainment lawyers point out that while direct proof of collusion is nearly impossible to find, this scenario reeks of a poison pill strategy. It's a maneuver where a rival camp facilitates a minor scandal to damage a competitor's public image, especially an actor like Tom Holland, whose brand is built on a clean, boy-next-door persona. The goal isn't necessarily to break up his relationship, but to tarnish his brand, making him seem less marketable and reliable to studios in the future. This transforms the narrative from a simple cheating story into a potential act of professional sabotage, orchestrated through willing participants in the cutthroat world of Hollywood PR. Now let's deconstruct the evidence itself, the photos. When you move past the sensationalist headlines and analyze the images frame by frame, the narrative of a passionate affair quickly falls apart. The primary photo, circulated by the Daily Mail, shows Tom leaning in to speak to Eloise Finch in a loud club. His hand is on the wall behind her, not on her body. Her posture is stiff, and her expression is less intimate and more aware, almost as if she's conscious of the camera. The location itself is another key piece of the puzzle. The photos were taken at Chiltern Firehouse in London, a venue notoriously swarming with paparazzi. It's what industry insiders call a setup spot, a place celebrities go when they want to be photographed. A truly secret affair would happen in a private residence or a far more discreet location, not a place with a de facto red carpet outside. Furthermore, a freelance photographer who spoke to Page 6 on September 27, 2025, confirmed that the photo set was sold by a relatively new photo agency known for working with aspiring influencers and actors to stage public appearances. They get a cut of the photo sales, and the aspiring talent gets a massive surge of publicity by being linked to an A-lister. The entire scene appears staged for maximum ambiguity, allowing tabloids to imply intimacy where none is explicitly shown. This wasn't a candid moment caught by a lucky photographer, it was a performance for a guaranteed audience. To fully grasp the mechanics of this play, you have to follow the money. Staged paparazzi photos are a lucrative business, and the price tag on a set like this tells its own story. Photo agency experts estimate that a clear, exclusive set of images suggesting a scandal involving a star of Tom Holland's caliber could fetch anywhere from $50,000 to over $100,000 in the first 24 hours of bidding. The agency that captured the moment profits, the outlets that buy the photos profit from the clicks, and the so-called mystery woman profits from the sudden fame, which can translate into brand deals, followers, and acting opportunities. Everyone gets paid except the celebrity at the center, unless, of course, they or their team were also in on it. In this case, there are two primary motives at play. First, for Eloise Finch and her team, it's a career launchpad funded by a manufactured scandal. Second, for the rival camp potentially linked to her PR firm, the cost of staging these photos is a small investment if it damages Tom Holland's future earning potential, which is valued in the tens of millions of dollars per film. This isn't just about gossip. It's a financial transaction where a reputation is the commodity being traded. Your outrage is the engine of its profitability. This incident is a textbook example of a PR strategy known as narrative maintenance through controlled chaos. A brand like Tom Daya is an asset worth hundreds of millions of dollars in combined owning power and audience goodwill. But like any brand, it needs to stay in the public conversation to retain its value. When there are no movies to promote or red carpets to walk, a minor survivable scandal can be a powerful tool. It reignites public interest, triggers an avalanche of articles, and prompts fans to rush to their defense, deepening their emotional investment in the couple. A PR crisis manager would argue that a well-managed cheating rumor that can later be plausibly denied, they're just friends, the photos were taken out of context, is better than fading into obscurity. It allows the couple to emerge stronger, with a public statement reaffirming their love, thereby generating a second wave of positive press. This cycle of chaos and resolution keeps them relevant and makes their relationship a compelling, ongoing drama for the public to follow. It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy that feeds the 24/7 news cycle while reinforcing the core brand. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to be perpetually interesting. And finally, if you think this kind of PR manipulation is a new phenomenon, you haven't been paying attention. Hollywood history is littered with the examples of staged events and convenient scandals designed to shape public perception. Think of the classic studio system where stars' entire lives, including their marriages and breakups, were manufactured by publicists to fit a certain image. In more recent times, we've seen eerily similar situations. Remember when a beloved actor was suddenly photographed with a co-star just weeks before their action movie was set to be released, sparking romance rumors that boosted their on-screen chemistry and opening weekend numbers? Or the musician whose messy breakup drama conveniently dominated headlines, distracting from a critically panned album. These events are rarely accidental. They follow a playbook that values attention above all else. The Tom Holland situation is simply the latest iteration, updated for the social media age, where a single photo can spawn a global conversation. It's a reminder that in Hollywood, reality is often just another product to be packaged and sold. So when they look back at these photos, the story is no longer about a potential betrayal. It's about a system. We've seen how suspicious timing, a rival's PR agency, and the mechanics of a staged photo all point away from a simple affair and toward a complex professional maneuver. The images were designed not to end a relationship, but to hijack a news cycle and potentially to sabotage a career. This is the uncomfortable truth of modern celebrity. The dramas that captivate us are often just business decisions in disguise. The most powerful takeaway is that in the world of A-list PR, If it looks too perfectly scandalous to be true, it probably is. And the playbook that powers these events is always running, just waiting for its next target. If you want to understand the bigger game and see how this strategy connects to other celebrity controversies, you need to watch our next video. We break down the exact tactics used in the industry's most infamous PR scandals in our fresh celebrity